So now we are on Divine Discourse number 63, 17th of June 2020, Sharvari Nam Samvatsar, Uttarayan, Grishma Ritu, Jyeshta Mas, Krishna Paksh. And eventually today also happens to be an Ekadashi and a Wednesday. So what we have learned so far, in verse number 34 we understood that what are Raga Dveshas. Nothing but highway robbers. They just come, envelop you, your mind, and drag you into some act of or another, which you might have not even thought about it. How it happened, if you look at it, it all appears like a dream. And there the Lord says, be careful, be watchful. That's how you can get rid of or avoid the plight which such raga dveshas can do in your life. So constantly monitor your mind. What sort of desires are cooking up in your mind? And then in verse 35, he spoke about Swadharma. Whatever be prescribed as your dharma, it may look glorious, not so glorious. It may look a little low compared to others. Don't bother. It may not look that glamorous. Nothing to worry. Just follow your Swadharma. You are gaining enough of strength by this Swadharma. Because what happens when you do Swadharma, you are a part of your Swadharma is also being in tune with the Panchayagnas. Because that is also your Swadharma. You have to do your Panchayagnas. You are a part of the entire cosmos. How can you be away from those duties? So when you are doing your Swadharma and also the Panchayagnas, you become a part and parcel of the entire cosmos. And what grace has to come to you from time to time will keep coming to you. As we call it as adrushta. Drushta means which is seen or anticipated, forecasted, expected. Adrushta means which is not seen, not expected, not anticipated, not forecasted. Some stroke of good luck, serendipity, it comes to you. How? Because when you do the Panchayagnas, all the devatas who are in charge of the cosmic duty, they get pleased with you. And from time to time, they just send you some blessings in the form of some good opportunities or a kind of a feeling, a good feeling. Or if you are in a kind of a distress or a trouble, somebody will come and help you. So this is the way the cosmos takes care of you. So just a recap of all our Brahma Yajnas, what is called Pancha Yajnas. Being a part of the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the first one is the Brahma Yajna, and the Rishi rune is also incorporated in this. Now what is this now? Basically learning the scriptures, what the gods have prescribed as a manual for life. Now what? You buy an ordinary camera or a mobile, you get a huge manual, isn't it? Of 60 or 80, 100, some 200 pages also. What does it talk about? How to use that instrument. Now here we have got the most magnificent instrument in this entire creation on this planet, and we don't know how to use this. Nowhere it is taught about all what we are learning today. A little bit of this we have heard from our parents and from some satsangs which we have probably been doing from time to time, and that's all. Tell me where else we have an opportunity to even get a flare of these good thoughts, divine thoughts. So on a regular basis, be associated with this kind of a scriptural knowledge. Study, share, encourage, support. Like now what happens? Now you got to know of these classes what we started. And then apart from you learning, you also wanted your near and dear ones to study. And they again wanted somebody else to understand and study. So that is also a part of Brahma Yajna or Rishi Runa, where you are lighting a lamp further, and that person lights a lamp further. That way it goes on. This is what, and only this will happen with noble souls who are destined to get it. Maybe you may try giving to somebody, but at best they may listen to a few classes and they may not be that enthused, or they may not feel that good also. They may say, it is not right now, I think it's not for me, maybe some other time. That way. But our endeavor is that we as a human, it is our swadharma that the 5 pancha yagnas have to be done, whether you like it or you don't like it. Second is the manushya yagna, where there are so many people who have contributed for our growth and welfare in our entire life. We have teachers, doctors, parents, farmers, various other people who have assisted us. That attitude of being grateful, that is what which is covered over here. Then comes the bhuta yagna. There are so many organisms, animals, which contribute to our life also. Like the whole cycle of seasons and the plants yielding fruits and grains. There is a lot which is contributed by insects, animals. And look at your own self. There is a colony of bacteria within you which carries more number of cells than what your body carries. We carry about 40 trillion cells, but the bacteria colony is much bigger than that around us, which is all supporting our growth. And many a times what we do is, we, without our knowledge, we sometimes kill so many small insects, organisms on the way. Even while breathing also, we are inhaling so much of bacteria and killing them. Without knowledge, with knowledge, it happens sometimes. So we have to be aware that such things are also happening, and whatever needs to be done on that prayashchit has to be done. So this is the bhuta yajna. Then comes the fourth one, is the pitru yajna. Respect to our forefathers. When we say forefathers, it is not only to the lineage, our blood lineage in terms of our forefathers, but also those who have contributed to the growth of this mankind. During this Pitru Paksh, when you have this Amavasya, the final day of the end of the Pitru Paksh, on that particular day, after you have done your religious rites of all your known forefathers, then one has to do for so many great people who on this planet Earth have come and contributed to this planet Earth. Whomever you think are worthy about, you can make an endless list. Just go on giving tarpan. That's one of the acts which an individual has to do. So this is the Pitru Yajna. And the last one is the Daiva Yajna. 33 crore gods are functioning in the entire universe. Each and every part of our body has got a Devata who is taking care of it. Meaning he is not exclusively taking care of your part of the body, your sense of hearing, your sense of touch, your sense of sight, your sense of smell, like all this Jnanendriya, Karmendriya, every aspect is controlled by one deity of entire living organisms of the creation. So that is his duty. So likewise, in this cosmic community, when the devatas are working, they are saying, you also support us. We get energy from where? From your good deeds, your offering of actions as an yajna in your daily life. They say, that's all. That gives us the strength to continue. Like your child may be studying somewhere out of your place, in that same state, some other place, or in a different state, or in a different country, or in a different continent. You just have to make a transfer of some money to him. That will take care of all his requirements over there. His staying, his boarding, his fees, his other requirements, everything is taken care of. So we just offering, yes, we are doing this activity at the feet of the Lord. In which case we are doing. But since we don't know all this, what happens is we are not able to do in the right way. And since we are not in the moving forward in the right manner, we do not get the derived benefits. So I tell you, pathetic are those who do not know these great secrets of life. I even at one point, when I also got to know this at a point of time in life, I was saying, my God, so grateful that at least I got it now. So far I didn't have. There's no point in crying over spilt milk. But at least now I've got. And to whomever I know, if I can give, then I say, oh Lord, my life is blessed. Just that act of offering. Morning when you get up, you say a prayer. Everything I am doing is, oh Lord, is your worship. Whatever thoughts are coming to me are coming at your command. And due to my path of the previous janmas or this life, knowingly, unknowingly, if any other act of path is to happen, please protect me from that. That's all. One simple prayer by heart, and at the end of the day, whatever you have done, just offer them at the feet of the Lord, as though you're offering flowers at the feet of the Lord. All your deeds, oh Lord, I'm offering you. Visualize those flowers you're holding in both your palms, and at the feet of the Lord who is in front of you, you close your eyes, and with your heart, there is no mind here, you are offering those flowers, meaning those flowers are the deeds which you have done. When you do this, then the cosmic wheel turns in your favor. Things will start changing to your advantage. Now let's move to the next verse, which is verse number 36. Karma Yoga, chapter 3, 36. Now Arjuna asks a question over here. Arjuna uvacha अथ केन प्रयुक्तोऽयम् पापं चरति पूरुषः अनिश्चन्नपि वाष्णेय बलादिव नियोजितः. Now Arjuna, in between, he makes a question which is very valid now. Good he asked this question, because we are not there to ask. What he says: O descendant, meaning O Vrishni, that is Krishna, who has come from the lineage of the Vrishni dynasty. Even though I don't want to do wrong and sinful things, or a person does not want to do that, how is it that he is compelled to do, and that too by an invisible force? See, this is a very, very important question. I don't know, unless and until you are quite observant of your mind and actions, you will not be able to realize. Because most of our life has been instinctive, involved in the outer world, in the arena of sense objects, sense pleasures, senses. So when that is the case, you will not be able to know how these things are happening. So here, what they say is, the scriptures say for this, Pap is known as a prerakeshu. Prerakeshu means it is a propeller of a sin. Now the past Pap, meaning the wrong event, deeds which have been done, which is stored under an account of Pap. And the opposite would be Punya, right? Now here what is happening, this Pap is it brings in nuisance, because its job is to see that the collection on its account increases. It wants to increase its fold and strength. So the root word of Pap is Pa. Pa means protect. To protect what? Ajnana, ignorance. We are born with ignorance because of the bondage, and this Pap, whatever is there on our account, its job is to protect that Pap, which is Ajnana, which is prevailing in our lives. It will not allow you to get this knowledge, because for ignorance, what is the antidote? It is knowledge. And what is this knowledge? Precisely and exactly what we are learning now. The Prasthanatraya, what we call. The Prasthanatraya, you have the Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita, and then the Brahmavakyas. Now what? When the prime, which is easily understandable by a common person, is the Bhagavad Gita, and if that comes to us and becomes a part of our knowledge, then you are dispelled with the ignorance of so many thousands and crores of lives. If you get it in the right way, maybe the same life or a few more lives, you are sorted. You become one with the Lord. And that too what? These few lives, you don't know in the same scenario where you will land, in what kind of a situation you will land, because the computation of your karma count is going to be done. And in that computation, we don't know even whether you will be capable of getting a human life. But when you are in this path, and with that steadfastness, if you move ahead, God will ensure that this jiva will get a life which is conducive to pursue this knowledge further and become immortal. So these are the promises made. In future you will see all this time and again. So now this papa is that it holds as an ajnana. For that ajnana in us, it protects that. What better enemy can we have than this papa? Of what now we have not done, we have done in the past. Now look at this punya. Punya's root word is pu. Like as it is pa there, it is pu over here. To purify. To purify one's soul, so that it comes closer and closer to the Lord. Chitta Shuddhi is the meaning of purification here. And see the impact of this papa and punya. Papa is that which constantly pollutes our mind. Ajnanam patiti, which means it promotes ignorance and wrong notions in us. It pollutes our mind and says, this is good. Nonsense, don't do all those kind of things. What is this going to temple? Who has seen God? Ask that Pujari, has he seen God? Ask anybody you want. Hey, these are all humbug. So it will drive you away from doing the right things. And punya is that which purifies your mind. Manah punati iti. Punati, which purifies. And then papa is that which takes you constantly away from the Lord, your true self, the values in life, goodness in life, and it is only there to strengthen your negative tendencies. And whatever basic instincts you have, it will make it more and more strong. As it is, the basic instincts are strong. Now it will further strengthen them. Whereas punya on the other side just does just the opposite. It will ensure that you will make all your circumstances clear in your life when the moment you get up, that yes, today I want to see that by 4 o'clock I am ready. You have given the first priority. And that is only the result of your punya. See, I was talking, saying that this happens when your punya is fructified. Now here we are discussing about that in more detail. So because your punya is fructified, it is supporting you. It makes you feel that this is the most important thing. Rest all can be taken care. And I want to see that I get this. And punya takes you slowly. It strengthens your positive tendencies. The more and more punya you do, the good part here is it makes more and more good things happen in your life. Knowingly, unknowingly. And just the reverse. You keep doing bad things, knowingly, unknowingly, you will keep doing bad things. Papa leaves a feeling of shame because you would have done something wrong. A kind of a self-condemnation, a guilt. And you'll regret, why did I do this? But again, without your knowledge, it happens. But whereas punya, it does the reverse of it. It makes you do a good thing and you will feel happy about it. And in papa, what happens? there are compromises always done in our value-based system, because there is a material gain. For the sake of that material gain, we break our value system in life. Whereas in Punya, we make sacrifices of those material gains in order to uphold our values. We just need to see that we are on the side of the good things always, because good things further promote good things. That is, Punya promotes Punya. And so anybody who is constantly on this path of observing, he will get a feeling, yes, I know that there is something which is working, that some force is making me work in the right direction. This is so very important in life. You have to just recognize that and see that we are protected by these external forces, the cosmic deities, and we should invoke more of Punya. Pray, 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 and bring it again and again to your mind. And once you fall on the channel of the good deeds, then every time you'll see good after good, good after good, good after good will happen. But your human endeavor has to be there for that.